and good luck after your graduation and your career. Thank you very much.
I don't consider you as students. You are our colleagues. And in the United States, graduate students are always considered as the colleagues of the faculty. Because there, graduate students are already professionals. They go to the professional life after their undergraduate studies. And they come back to the graduate students to the school as a professional. I believe your learning at this university will be ideal experience. I want each one of you to be a role model for others. I want to grow this university as an ideal university. I expect you, each one of you also as a role model and an ideal student. You not only learn academic activities or knowledge here, you also grow multi-dimensionally in all dimensions of your life. So what I have noticed here today is that some of you came late. I would request the dean of the school, the convener of this program, next program, you just walk the room as soon as you begin the program in time. No one in this room or at this university is busy at the Mr. Side. He came here before the schedule, before the time. So you came, some of you, this is where you should be very careful of this, and you should learn all manners, all discipline, punctuality together, along with your academic knowledge. So I will expect this next program.
If there are any questions, feel free to ask.
So I would like to know about planning to do such journey like industrializing or BSRM body that will help us to be a successful entrepreneur. That's it.
What we are planning to do is get into the power sector, do a power project, want to expand our capacity with the steel industry, because see, the country is growing. And one more thing I would like to tell you is read on the news, especially being MD student, you should be reading the Financial Express and following the economic indicators of the country, because as the GDP is growing in our country, so with the growth we have to keep pace with the growth of the country. So we have to forecast, because it is our industry is a very capital intensive industry. So we have to take a call what will happen 3 or 4 years down the line. So because any project that we take up, it has a 3-year period by the time we finish it. So we see these economic indicators and then we plan. So we have a plan of growth in future.
I have a question. Consumer promotion since 2008, and of course it's developed a lot of awareness. What is the ratio of private sector real estate utilization of steel versus, say, large projects?
See, now that balance is shifting. The current government is investing a lot in infrastructure. So this is something never ever seen in our country before. So currently the real estate sector is very much down. It has not picked up because the people don't have money to buy it. The prices had shot up so much that it had become non-affordable. So in any country, the real estate is actually should be driven by the middle class. Middle class to be able to go into as they call it abroad, the real estate ladder, take the first step, buy a small apartment, then as you keep on growing, then go into the next, the slightly bigger one. So, but now things would change a bit, because with the excess liquidity in the market currently, in the banking sector, so the banks have started to lend money for housing, and already their housing loans have picked up. So in terms of our sales, it is these days we have also changed a lot. Earlier we used to focus on real estate projects, but now because of the whole distribution network, the whole logistics network that we have now, we are selling most of our material into retail. And projects and real estate together is only about 30-35%. So in our country, so what does that mean? It means that the $11 billion of remittance that comes into the country, it is purely cash all over, wherever the pockets of migrant homes are, villages are. So that money is used to make money. So they have the association towards the homeland and they make a house or a building. So this is where the growth is coming from, really. And of course, the government infrastructure project, the large project is also supporting us very well. The real estate is very much down right.
Thank you very much. I had another question for you, and that is directly related to your organization. You have a large organization. How many people are working, both in the officers level, that affects our MBAs, and in total?
In the we have total about, it's growing, it's 2,400 plus people total. In the management side, it would probably be around 1,200 people in the management side. And of course, with the new things coming up in pipeline, so our HR team is very, very busy.
So you're actually producing the middle class.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir, for giving me opportunity. I want to know nowadays earthquakes are rapidly happening. All we are obviously afraid. Now, my curiosity is that what is the core competency DSRM contains than the other companies? When others says that Shekor theke Shekore, others says Janmasrishti Loke. I want to know, my curiosity is what DSRM contains, how friendly or how it can give the support in earthquake situation, or how much the repair skill it can support us. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I will tell you a fact. Unfortunately, in our country, there is no control as such over what is advertised, whether it is correct, whether it is ethical. So I will not comment on others' advertising, but I will tell you a fact about earthquake and steel rod, or even cement, or all the stone, or whatever the construction will do. Each material, either of the material, you can't say it is earthquake proof. Okay? So what we also try to educate the people by saying earthquakes don't kill people, buildings do. So, for example, our rod. So what we do with the rod is, in terms of quality, is we give such a quality that the probability of any effect comes down. You cannot remove the probability of an earthquake not putting the building down. Yes, if it's like a small earthquake, it should not be a problem. If it's like a very big earthquake, so maybe the probability of a building failing would probably be lower than other materials that we use. So in our material has better elongation, so it elongates much more before breaking. So that allows, if during any earthquake there is a displacement on the ground, and because when the building moves, it should not be completely crumbling down. That is the purpose of safety engineering of a building. It should not crumble down. Maybe the balconies can break but hang because of the rods. Some stairs can break but keep hanging. So the loss of life would be much, much lesser. So any engineer, when they design a building, they have, their concept is have plasticity in the building. And the better material you use in construction, the better plasticity is. And for any building, it's not only rod. It is rod, the cement, the aggregates that are used, the sand, the workmanship. There's a lot of variables, and of course the engineering. If the engineer decides, okay, put less rod or put less cement or totally different issue. So there's a lot of variables involved. So that's why you will never see us claiming anything about earthquake that we are earthquake proof. We are not. We cannot claim that because too many variables are involved in any earthquake design.
Sir, why BSRM do business with a single product distributor? Why BSRM has not diversified product? Only steel.
This is a very good question. As I said before also, we believe in our core competence. It is very easy to go into some other industry. Easy in the sense that from a decision perspective, but of course going to any industry is challenging and you have to go through the whole process. But we believe in our core competence. We have limited capital available, and that capital we have used throughout so many years into investing again and again into the industry. And we have grown. Had we not invested, kept on investing in our industry and invested in something else, today we would not have been where we are today with our brand PSR. So our industry is a very, very highly capital intensive industry versus some other industries like garments or some other food industry or similar, where the capital required is not so much. So for us to set up any food-based industry, or it is very easy to provide the capital. But then our focus will shift, and steel basically runs in our blood. So I'm already the third generation in this business in our family, and we believe that nobody in Bangladesh knows steel better than us. And we want to keep on doing better and better until there is saturation in the market. So there is growth, so we want to be part of the growth.
Small question to you. Regarding our graduates, are you happy with the graduates that are produced by our local universities as you have studied abroad? So what are the difference between the graduates that are produced by abroad universities and the graduates that are produced by our local universities? Because we are receiving a number of complaints from the corporate houses that the universities of our countries are not able to produce the graduates of that standard to meet your requirement. So what is your comment on that? Are you happy with our graduates?
No, there's no problem. The people who are coming out of here, they're good people. But in terms of the biggest lacking that we fell in generally, it's not about CIU or university or anything. It is generally our students who are graduating, they are lacking in communication skills. So this is the biggest weakness that we see. So because organizations like ours, we have to interact a lot with people abroad. We have to interact a lot with the government, writing letters, communication in English. So all this is extremely important. So this is the biggest challenge we feel, and so as I was saying earlier also, the communication skills are extremely, extremely important.
Sir, thank you, sir. I have two questions. Number one is, what kind of internal customer relationship BSRM maintain? And the second question is, every product has a product life cycle. We all know that, we all have learned that. So on your speech you say that one time BSRM maintained only 3,000 ton and now that is 90,000 ton. One day it will be happen that I think the product is on mature stage. Is there any plan for the future BSRM team playing